Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Doordash Partners with Klarna. Recently I got an email from one of my subscribers, Jennifer Montgomery. Thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. That said, this has been a subject that's been making its way around the internet recently, and it certainly made me curious. Jennifer did email me the article that Doordash posted about this, but I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently than normal. So in this video, we are talking about the partnership between Doordash and Klarna, how people are responding to this news, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. So with that said, let's get started. What the partnership entails. Of course, I do want to make sure I am responding to the source of this matter first, and that is the Doordash article. Klarna, the AI-powered payments and commerce network, and Doordash, the premier local commerce platform, have partnered to offer Klarna's flexible range of payment options to Doordash customers. In the coming months, Doordash customers will be able to enjoy Klarna's seamless range of payment options when purchasing groceries, retail, and even DashPass annual plan on DoorDash.com or through the Doordash app. When customers reach checkout, they'll see Klarna as an additional payment option, giving them more freedom to choose how they want to pay. Options include Pay in Full allows customers to pay for what they love right away using Klarna's seamless payment experience. Pay in 4 allows customers to pay in 4 equal interest-free installments. Pay Later allows customers to defer payments to a more convenient time, such as a date that aligns with their paycheck schedules. Now, this may increase the order volume, but not necessarily the increase in the value of our orders, which is kind of the main focus for us as gig workers. And that is something that Jennifer Montgomery has raised concerns about as well. Doordash has entered into another partnership. This time it's with Klarna. Customers will be able to pay for their McDonald's with Klarna. That means they'll be able to pay their subtotal and fees with Klarna. I highly doubt they'll have the option to tip on Klarna. Plus, even if they could tip on Klarna, the type of customer who will use Klarna is most likely not going to tip anyway. They'll just say Klarna wouldn't let them, even if Klarna let them tip, or even if they didn't use Klarna. Klarna will just be the scapegoat for their poor life choices. It is possible that this is another step in the direction of adding more orders, not good ones, and I absolutely agree, and it will condone poor behavior from shitty customers. This is a similar concern that was being brought up when SNAP benefits were being brought onto the platform, which, not for nothing, always seemed like a bad idea. There is no guarantee that will be the case, but maybe you will be able to add a tip with Klarna, but let's be real for a second. These kinds of payment methods aren't to attract quality customers that do the right thing by their people. They're to attract crappy customers who will inevitably cause problems for their drivers. Therefore, this is already seen as a joke from various different mediums. Public opinion. The announcement has raised a few concerns about how this will affect more than just gig workers in the long term. In fact, it's even earned the attention from David Ramsey, as covered by Veho. The new arrangement comes as financial experts have warned of a possible recession and market turbulence amid uncertainty over the Trump administration's tariff war with Canada and other countries. Ramsey himself had already warned about the impact tariffs will have on Americans. You will pay more, no question about it, 100%, Ramsey said during a recent episode of his radio show. Companies do not eat taxes. First off, David Ramsey has always been a debt-free living kind of person, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was right here. Many people have been talking about having a debt-free lifestyle. While it is true that that people leverage debt to move their lives forward, it is also a tool that has been used for the wrong reasons. This would be one of those wrong reasons, in my opinion. This is a debt on a non-appreciating asset, or really not an asset at all, and is just siphoning money from you. The point about a recession may be true because we have seen signs in the stock market dropping and Trump causing a recession in an attempt to remedy the long-term economy. That might be a good thing for us, but either way, I would not be using Klarna to pay for your burrito. I'm just throwing that out there. Hyper-capitalism. Now, this has earned a lot of hate for being a capitalistic nightmare from certain sources, such as Lucas Ropek from Gizmodo. In what is surely a sign of the hyper-capitalist times we live in, overpriced food delivery app Doordash has partnered with the creepy payment processor Klarna so that on the off chance you can't afford to pay the full $30 price of the late night Chipotle you ordered, you can pay for the meal in installments over a drawn out period of time. Okay, let's be clear. The way this person is writing is not exactly a supporter of capitalism or either of these companies, but that doesn't mean he isn't exposing a huge problem with this. DoorDash wasn't really meant for people who can't afford it, and they are now starting to incentivize people to order on the platform even if you really can't afford it. They have always been a volume-based company, but their business model utilizes gig workers where their base pay is trash to begin with, and basically tips are the main source of income for these gig workers. That said, you might not really be able to work on DoorDash with how cost-heavy it has become for the customer and how they are choosing not to tip even though they're being incentivized to order anyway. Will this cause DoorDash to fall? Some have speculated that DoorDash will have a greater chance at failing as a business now that they've done this, because who's to say that they will actually pay for their food? After all, this has been the reason that many other companies have lost serious money, such as Rent-A-Center and other layaway business models. That said, Klarna doesn't quite work that way. You see, the way Klarna works from a merchant's perspective is that they will pay the merchant up front and they get paid right away, and they will square up with the customer however that looks like later, meaning that the risk now falls on Klarna. That is one of the benefits of working with them, but also this may be the reason Klarna will fall because, again, they're working with the volume that DoorDash has. By the way, the only reason I know that is because I use Klarna as a payment option for my Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course, because one of the things I constantly say is to treat the gig economy as an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not simply the goal, and to develop an exit strategy such as building your own delivery service provider company. I've partnered with experienced professionals to bring you a step-by-step guide to create a six-figure earning business after 90 days of focused hard work. This course will guide you to build your own business foundation. It'll teach you to source restaurants and drivers with game-changing opportunities, top-of-the-line automated processes and software to automate the entire process for you, as well as other resources to protect you financially. You'll also have access to high-level professional guidance to help you build your business foundation and support you as your business reaches greater heights. Check the link in the description to get started on transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers will get greater opportunities with you. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh.